Back to part two of how to clean a fish. What we're gonna do now is I want to show you how to actually clean a fish without necessarily filleting the fish, but also not cleaning it traditional style by just gutting it. So what I'm gonna do is show you how to actually fillet one side of the fish, and you'll be able to still enjoy the bone-in fish with the skin on versus a fillet without skin. So the first step that I would do is actually scale the fish. I have a method that I use. I actually put the fish in water, submerge them in the water, and then scale the fish up underwater. And when you do that, all the scales just drop to the bottom of the sink, and you don't have to worry about scales flying all over the place. So if you're inside, you don't have to worry about getting scales everywhere. You just scale it inside of the house, and you never run the risk of having scales everywhere. So the next step is once you have the fish actually scaled, then I kind of started this one already slightly, but you run your knife right along the top of the fish, and you're going to feel the bone line the entire time. You'll be able to feel the bone once you take the tip of the knife and run it down. And then once you do that, you actually kind of peel it back, and the more you kind of tend to kind of hit at the meat and just keep your knife angled, you'll kind of feel the bone the whole time, and it peels away. So I've started this one that every time I kind of use my hands and pull back, I can kind of keep pulling away from the bone. So then it starts to open it up. Alright, now here's the tricky part. You have a rib cage that's in there, and you can feel the ribs, but you have to kind of keep pulling, and some people just kind of cut around it, but I actually try to fillet it off the rib, which is a little tricky because it's it's a rib, it's a small rib. If you want to, you can cut directly through the rib and not even have to worry about that part of it. But since I'm filleting one whole side of the fish, then I'm going to go ahead and fillet the actual fish off the rib. So once I kind of get down in here, all I'm doing is just filleting this puppy right off of the rib cage. Like I said, you got to follow the rib cage, and it's not going to be a lot of meat on it, but I kind of like the skin. So here you go. So once I get to this point, pretty much I have already filleted the fish for the most part. So I haven't gutted it yet, anything like that, but you can see how I peel the actual skin off of the rib. I mean the fish off of the rib on one side. So we have one side that has bone in, and then the other side we don't. So now I take this, and I'll go ahead and we're going to take the head off. Okay, so I come down through here because really you don't want none of that because it's all to be bone anyway. So whenever I do that, normally it pulls out any guts or anything like that. It just all kind of comes out together. And then what I pretty much have is one side that's filleted. It's nothing but meat on this side, and this side has bone in it. So now what I do is just kind of take this and cut through that rib. Pull that out. Pull the whole rib cage out. And the other craziness that comes with it. So now what I have is a fish bone in. And I wash it off here. So now what I have is, like I said, one side is meat, one side is bone. So when you eat this, when you fry it up, all you do is pull this bone. It's going to come easily. It's just going to pull right out. And when you pull it out, it's going to come up and it's going to pull this side of the rib cage up with it. And they just all pull out all together. And then you just pull the fins off. Then you got nothing but meat on that side. So instead of me cutting through all the bone in the fish when I clean them, I actually cut it a certain way to where you can enjoy the fish without picking through a bunch of bones. And so it makes it real easy to eat. And some people call it butterflying the fish, but every so often I like to have me some bone in, because I just like to pick through the bones like the old country people used to do, like I was taught how to do. So there you go. You have a fish, you know, you have a fillet that we did. We just pulled off some fillets here. I've got a bunch of them I've already done. Kind of cleaned them up, kind of cut them into nuggets and strips. And I'll kind of go through and clean these off and just make sure they're nice and clean and no little small bones for the kids. And me, myself, I'll partake in some good old white bass bone in. There you go. That's how you clean a fish. Enjoy.